You know, those Olympic moments that make the entire arena hold its breath. This was one of them. Two legends, one halfpipe and the world watching, every flip, every spin, every landing under a microscope. The question on everyone's lips: who truly deserved the gold, Shaun White, the veteran king of the pipe, or Ayumu Hirano, the fearless innovator redefining snowboarding? The controversy began the moment the scores flashed on the screen. Shaun White delivered a run that was technically perfect, clean grabs, huge amplitude, signature flow that only comes from years of mastery. The crowd erupted. Social media exploded. But then Hirano's run went beyond pure execution. The young phenom landed tricks that pushed the boundaries of what had ever been attempted in Olympic history. Spins stacked back-to-back, flawless rotations, and an almost inhuman control over the halfpipe. Judges faced the impossible. They had to weigh experience against innovation, consistency against risk, artistry against technical difficulty. Every commentator had an opinion. Fans argued, analysts debated, and the conversation quickly went viral. Did Shaun's mastery deserve the top spot, or did Hirano's fearless performance demand gold? The tension wasn't just on the scoreboard. It was in the reactions. Athletes, coaches, and fans everywhere watching the debate unfold in real time. Clips of the runs were dissected frame by frame. Slow-motion replays highlighted tiny details. The height of the airs, the smoothness of grabs, the cleanest landings. And as the discussion heated up online, one thing was certain. The halfpipe had delivered one of the most unforgettable and controversial moments in Olympic snowboarding history. The debate didn't stop with the final scores. It exploded. Fans on social media couldn't contain themselves, posting split-screen comparisons of every rotation, every grab, every landing. Sports analysts argued endlessly. Shaun White's experience shows in his flow. One wrote, another countered. Hirano's tricks were technically harder, he pushed the sport forward. Comments, videos, and reaction threads spread like wildfire. Everyone had an opinion and almost nobody agreed. Shaun White, sitting quietly after the run, gave that calm, confident look he's famous for. Years of competition had taught him how to absorb pressure. But even he couldn't ignore the buzz. Hirano's performance was unprecedented. It wasn't just a good run. It was a statement. A bold, flawless statement that a new generation had arrived, challenging the very definition of what Olympic snowboarding could be. Judges, meanwhile, faced an almost impossible dilemma. Scoring snowboarding has always balanced style, execution, and difficulty. But here, the scales seemed to tilt differently for each athlete. Shaun's run was elegant, safe, and nearly flawless in execution. Hirano's run was risk-heavy, pushing the boundaries of physics, adrenaline, and human capability. Deciding which was better became a debate not just of points, but of philosophy. Tradition versus innovation, mastery versus risk. And then the media jumped in. Headlines blared questions like, did the judges get it wrong? Or Hirano deserved the gold, not White? Analysts on live broadcasts replayed clips endlessly, dissecting every millisecond. Even casual fans who hadn't followed snowboarding before were suddenly debating amplitude, grab precision, and rotation difficulty like experts. The controversy became bigger than the event itself. It became a cultural moment, a discussion about what Olympic competition really rewards. In the locker rooms, teammates and competitors whispered. Some congratulated White, acknowledging his consistency and legacy. Others cheered Hirano's fearless approach, saying the sport needed pioneers like him. Athletes who normally speak in careful, respectful tones couldn't hide their excitement. Some admitted privately that watching both runs live was like witnessing two different eras of snowboarding collide at full speed, and that collision was electric. By the time the podium ceremony arrived, the world had formed its opinions, but nobody could deny the truth. Both Shaun White and Ayumu Hirano had transcended mere competition. They had created a story of risk, talent, and athletic brilliance that would be remembered long after the medal was handed out. And while one would walk away with gold, the other had already claimed something arguably just as valuable: respect, admiration, and the undeniable proof that in snowboarding, innovation can challenge even the mightiest legacy. This was more than a contest. It was a moment where snowboarding history was written, debated, and celebrated simultaneously. A reminder that in sports, controversy doesn't diminish greatness, it amplifies it. Every spin, every landing, every risk taken on that Olympic halfpipe became part of a legend that would be talked about for decades to come. After the podium moments, the debate didn't fade, it intensified. Interviews, social media clips, and fan reactions poured in non-stop. Shaun White spoke first, his calm tone betraying nothing, yet every word carefully chosen. "I respect Ayumu's talent. He pushed the limits today, and that's what makes this sport incredible." There was humility in his words, but also a subtle reminder of why he has been called the king of the halfpipe for so long. Ayumu Hirano, meanwhile, was electric. He smiled, but you could see the fire in his eyes. "I just focused on my run," he said. "I wanted to land every trick clean. If that inspires someone else to try harder, I'm happy." There was no bitterness, no complaints, just respect and the unshakable confidence of youth challenging a legend. The controversy wasn't just online or in interviews. Fellow athletes weighed in. Coaches, competitors, and snowboarding veterans debated points, rotations, and trick combinations. Some argued that judges overvalued,